welcome back to another episode from Life from Leroy. My name is Richard, and I will be presenting to you today another topic, which is immaturity. It can also known as unsafe people. I would like to look into how immaturity have damages relationship, have enough suffering to the people that have contact with this individual, and what they can do to improve manage the relationship. This particular topic will be divided into three parts. I'm going to present it as a three episode. The first episode, I wanted to look into what cause or what's the reason why individual fail to reach adult level. In my life, one thing I've come to realize that every person have two age, the physical age and emotional age. The the part that fail to develop most of the time are emotional age. And this is the one that cause more pain for connectivity with themselves and other people. Uh, there is no hiding truth in this. Every one of us can be immature at one point or the other, but they come to a stage where the key things have to be in place before you can really have a meaningful connection with another human being. I also want to look into how does this immaturity play out in our interpersonal relationship, in the business relationship, in our own personal growth. And also, the top part of the video, we focus on what are the attributes that you should look for when you meeting an immature person. At least if you decided to engage with this person, you should be full aware what you should expect. And I think and I feel like most of the frustration most people have is the expectation of what they have before or idea they build in their mind before they fully engage with this individual. So let's get started. Thank you. Hey, welcome back to the second part of this ongoing series of immaturity in adulthood. Once again, my name is Richard, and I'm going to continue from the current ongoing series of immaturity in adult. So the first episode we look into what's causing immaturity in adulthood. So I give you three major reasons that contributed to immaturity in adulthood. So number one, I mentioned about the impact of a childhood and upbringing of that individual. And because most people don't ask questions about the people they meet, or there's a chunk of data that they will not have opportunity to know. They just assume it that the person is presentable and reasonable and intelligent enough, so it must be safe. And the second one that I remember that I mentioned in that first episode is issue of mental health issue. You can't really run it all, and it's even more challenging in third world country where the majority of the population doesn't even diagnose or know that anything is wrong with them. And the last part that I remember that I mentioned is the impact of trauma in individual experience. That whatever age they are, where they make bigger change happen in their psychological need of life, that also contributed to them growing. So now let's get started. So we're going to move to the second part of the video. So I wanted to see how this play out in personal relationship, in business, in romantic relationship, and even day-to-day contact of the people that you meet, how immaturity really take hold of this. And I'm just going to cite a few areas that you should be mindful of and say what you needed to look for. So the part two of this particular episode is more to look into this area. So number one thing that make relationship difficult with immature person is they are very controlling. They have a lot of controlling behaviors that are very toxic for any connection or growth or any relationship. So relationship with a immature person is either win or lose. So, and everything is all about me. And that kind of relationship can only have a one factor. One person lose and one person win. And they cannot do collaboration or win-win situation. They don't know how to do that. It doesn't exist because they've learned from child that everything's all about them. So, controlling behavior, how does this play out in their life and the people they have contact with? So, they see event or everything as black and white. They can be overly dramatic, so they have a tendency to blow everything over the top. So you will always have up and down when you have a connection with this kind of people. And the space that you need to be creative, the space that you need to have peace of mind will be so limited because you will never know what you will do or say that will trigger this kind of people. Again, it's all about controlling. So they are fighting to control what they feel inside or what they say by controlling what is outside of them. And in a romantic relationship, they are the kind of people that they start every relationship in 200 miles per seconds. So they love bombing you. They call you different name. They raise you up. They put you into the highest highest posting in the universe. And when they finish with you, they smash you completely. So your self-esteem could rise to 1,000% in one day, and it could be dismantled within a second or a few months later as if you are nobody. So they lack clear boundary and they will violate your boundary as well. So all these things is part of controlling behavior, and you should look out for things like this because it just shows you that the person you are dealing with, they are immature. And what you have to do if you're a mature person or reasonable person is to have a boundary within yourself and also know how your expectation is play out here. So they were using other people physicality or psychological impairment as a joke. So these kind of immature people, they are very insensitive to the feelings of other people, and they will make a joke about their physical image or their lack of whatever they feel like they are more sensitive to. They will make a jokes about it. They will make a fun of them. They will call them out. They will call them name. They will say they were just joking. This is very immature behavior. So another one that I think in my head is they will only point out other people deficiency when angry. So when they're really angry, they will start calling you name. They will pick up your own shortcomings and then they will flat it in your face. So they cannot tolerate other people independent or individuality. These immature people, they're really struggling to understand that you are different. So they will tell you that why you are not like this because my other friends like this and you should be like this. So this is very immature, and because they see the world in black and white and they use either you are black or you are white. It's either you are for them or you're against them. You cannot just be different and be individual because they haven't developed that quality within themselves. So they seek to damage other self-esteem by comparing them to other people. Another thing they do best is they will compare you constantly with other people in their group. They will tell you why you are not like so is always like this. You say so call me more, you don't call me. So tell me I'm a good person, you don't say it. So This is a very controlling behavior, and this is very immature. And this is how this play out in the relationship. It make you feel like you have a kind of obligation that you have to fulfill. So number two is aggressiveness. How did it play out in their relationship? So lack of conflict resolution. These people don't know how to solve problem. They are specialists in creating problem, but solving it, no, they don't do that because taking responsibility is not something that they can do. Only an adult, a mature person can do that. A child, we always say, it's not my fault. So what these people say indirectly is to blame other people, blame everyone for all their problems. So even the choices, decisions they made, they are very good in making decisions, but they are very bad in taking responsibility. So it has to be other people's fault. They like gossiping. So it's part of our aggressiveness. So they will talk bad about other people to other people. They are not the kind of people that you really want to get so much close with. Let's say you have something more deeper in your mind and you wanted to share it with someone because of the time that you spend together. These are not the people that you can share that with because they naturally very poor listener and they like to talk a lot. They don't like to just listen to what other people are saying. So another thing that I want you to see, so they will attack your sense of self if they disagree with you. They will call you names. If they make a point and you brave enough or courageous enough to disagree with them, they will attack your sense of self. They will call you out. They will tell you how you are not intelligent and so on. They will tell you that other people they are very intelligent, meaning that you are not. So don't take it personally. You are dealing with immature person. So another one that I wanted to mention is that these people can be extremely materialistic because probably from their childhood they've been pushed that the only way society will respect them is if they have a lot of things, if they achieve a lot of things, if they possess a lot of things. So and they will always feel like whatever they have is not enough. These people are not naturally very grateful in nature. So they feel like they make everything happen by themselves. Even if everyone around them can see that there's a lot of people around them that actually help them, but when they talking to other people, they don't give credit to those people. So, and this is are people that naturally use other people. So all their relationship is based on utility. What can you do for me? I'm going to keep you in case I need you. So be mindful of this when you are meeting someone like this. So it's part of aggressiveness, and you should be careful and mindful of it. They think they are unlucky. So another thing that this play out in their relationship that they tend to say they are unlucky in most of the things that they happen to them, even though they make a lot of choices that brought that into their life. They wear many masks. So with different people, they have a different image. With different people, they show different color. So you don't really know who you're truly dealing with. So be also mindful of that. So with that, the another one I want to put as part of their aggressiveness is when the conflict of interest comes, adults tend to talk and look into win-win situation. These immature people, they probably will throw you on the bus when there is conflict of interest. So that be mindful of that as well. So the last part that I'm going to mention that I can receive not mention is dishonesty. So they will say they love you, but their actions is unloving. So in romantic relationship, don't just take their word, take what they do. Because like I mentioned before with their aggressive behavior, they are not so good in giving. They can give you partially to win you over. Once they win you over, their true color will come out. So Don't just take what they say, take them with their action. They lack consistency, and these people will also gossip about everyone in the group. So if you have them in a group of friends, these are not the people that build the friendship. They always want to exercise power, and they will tend to be in the middle of everything. So they want to collect all the information about everyone, and then they will share it one by one with other people. They fake kindness, and they're extremely stingy and others. So these people, like I said in the previous one, they are not really generous individual because they always afraid that it's not enough, and they're always afraid that people take advantage of them. So they tend to do what they feel directly to everyone. So they are surface level friends and very calculative in nature. So they're always thinking about what can you do for them. So this is how immaturity in adults play out in romantic relationship, play out in interpersonal relationship, play out in the business arena. So when you meet these kind of people, sometimes it's difficult to know when you first met them because they will do everything to present themselves as lovable and admirable. But you, with time, you will just look into their character and their fruits. Most of the time, they have no character, so it's just a trait, and you will say it with that. So I hope this video helps someone. I just make you, it doesn't make you to run away from these people. And if you're already in a relationship with one, I feel for you, but you can also take care of yourself by being knowledgeable and aware. Your expectation is have to change. You have to change this expectation of what you expecting before you build a relationship with them and what you will actually get when you are in a relationship with them. So that will minimize your suffering and pain. I hope this particular video helps someone. And the next series of this program, it will be our last one, which I will talk about, just give you the list of the attributes or what you look for in immature adult person. So whatever you do, have amazing time, and thank you for your time. Thank you for subscribing, and thank you for your time for listening to this particular episode. Have amazing day. Thank you.